What is up, everybody? BlueDog35 here. It is 3:39 on Tuesday, January 2nd. That's AM for all you peoples. See my security camera system. It is dark and snowy. So I'm currently waiting on Doug to come home. Well, not come home, to be ready to come home, because his battery in his Jeep was no good. The cold killed it, and it's a few years old anyway, so it's about time to replace it. And it's a cheap Napa battery, so blah 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 blah. So I've kind of been on a third shift schedule anyway. Ever since I worked at Walmart, when I worked third shift, it was just it just kind of stuck, and I haven't really been able to get out of it. So doing the YouTube thing full time, and I can't selfie anything or vlog like this. I need like a pole or a selfie stick or something to assist me. But now I think most of the people hold their stuff like straight up like this, but then it's on the wrong side. But anyways, so I've just been messing around playing some GTA and all that stuff, but I'm kind of bored, and I have about 3 hours to kill, so I need to change my oil in my car, and I have a, absolutely monstrous exhaust rattle that I need to figure out. So, I'm going to put my long sleeves on, and my coat and my winter boot things, and I'm going to head out to my garage, which doesn't have heating, but it's at least moderately temperature, because wow, that was full English. It's at least a moderate temperature inside, because I do have a small heater, like an electric heater that you plug in, and I've been running that for like 3 weeks. And then I have really bright halogen lights that I've been running for like 3 weeks ever since I got bulbs for them. And I have them in a place where they won't, harm or fire or anything like that if they decide to blow up. So those actually keep the garage fairly decent in terms of temperature if if the door's closed. So I'm going to go out there and putz around for a little bit, and I'm going to take you guys on the journey with me. So let's go ahead and suit up and head out. Just a little chilly. So I'm in my garage, poorly lit as usual. There's not really a whole bunch that I have planned today, or planned tonight, really. It's actually very nicely, well, I'm a fat guy, so I'm always hot, but it's actually okay in here, so I'll be taking my my coat off and just plopping it over here. And then I got my phone and everything else in my pockets that I need to be, that I need to take out, and all that jazz, just so I don't crush it on when I'm working. But my plan is really just to get one side of the car as high up as I can, and just kind of wiggle under there and see what on earth is causing all that noise. I have a suspicion that it is there's a bracket that comes off of the exhaust pipe that is supposed to go to another bracket that comes off the transmission, but this transmission doesn't have that bracket. So I'm guessing that it's the bracket on the exhaust pipe that whenever, it's either touching something, so whenever the engine is just idling and kind of very lightly shaking, it rattles up against something, or it could just be the metal heat shield that is between the transmission, or sorry, the exhaust pipe that runs along the bottom, and then the drive shaft, which is kind of tucked up in the transmission tunnel underneath the car. So, because this car is all-wheel drive, so it's got the drive shafts that go to the front wheels off the transmission, and then it's got the drive shaft that goes to the rear differential down the middle of the car. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. I got my drop light over here, so I can just kind of, you know, shove it under there when I get under there. And yeah, I'm going to be splitting up filming duties between a few of my different cameras. Filming on my decent camcorder right now, and I'm probably going to switch to either my GoPro or my phone, because the phone does really good low light stuff. So I don't really know, but you know, changes in audio quality and stuff like that, I apologize. I've been trying to get decent at doing all the the different I don't know, audio editing, and you know, dump everything into Audacity or run a filter over it or something to make it not as, you know, low production quality. But you know, I can only work with what I have. I don't have any of the I don't have like the Adobe audio editor yet. That's coming eventually. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Enough of my shitty excuses. Let's get this car up in the air, and we'll see what's going on. So I got it supported on the jack by the control arm bushing right there. Granted, I probably should have pushed it forward like an inch or so. But it's not a big deal, because I'm just going to lower it onto the jack stand here. This is my normal spot where I put it, right about here, when I have it up this high. The jack stand is actually fully extended, and I'm going to come back here and put one about right there, the bushing for the outrigger, which does need to be replaced, and I probably should do the trailing arms as well. It's on the list of things to do. But I do think I found my my Rattle. See the white painted drive shaft? I did that when I replaced the transmission. I think I found my Rattle. If I just push, it rattles like absolute crazy, and it's got a little bit of a loose sound to it. So we have one, and there's another bolt over there, and then there's two more up here. So I'm just gonna undo those, and then there's also a bit here that I'm gonna have to cut and get the O2 sensor wire through. But other than that, I think that's it. I think this is what I thought was rattling that guy, but it's obviously not that. So other than that, I mean, the underside of this car is fairly clean, nice, decent. So I think I'm gonna come under here with a bolt. Oh, there's a bolt missing. I wonder if it's that. Ugh. Could it be this rattling? No, not really. It looks semi-loose, but it's not the drive shaft guard. Let's see. No, it's the parking brake's on, so I can't spin the drive shaft. But everything looks okay. Everything looks decent. So my my exhaust here, and then yeah, so I can't remember why we didn't put that bolt in. It looks like it lines up. Oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna get out from under here while it's technically not supported, and I'm gonna come under here again, undo that bolt, undo the other one, this one and that one. They look like 12s or 14s. I guess it's a 12. That's what it looks like. But I'm gonna bring both, and we'll see what we can do. Alright, so I got my ratchet and sockets. Oh, you know what? I think, oh no, I lied. I thought I found why it was rattling right away, but I was wrong. So I'm just gonna undo this heat shield. We had it off 100% when I did the transmission on this a few years ago, back in like I want to say it was 2014. Not to get dark or anything, but it was like those videos that, if you've seen them, they were right after my mom passed away. So they were like, you know, fresh right after. That's gonna take a wrench, and then I can't reach like that, so there we go. Enjoy my flabby grandma arm. We'll take the extension off and grab it by hand like this. So yeah, I did the transmission on this, or my friend Troy and I replaced the transmission. I think it was in 2014. I've kind of lost track of time since then, because, you know, I kind of stopped caring, for lack of better terms. And I just have my crappy shears here. Won't really do much, but or I could probably break them. Wow. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go at that with my hacksaw. I just broke these shears. Unless I need a set of tin snips. Like, really bad. Oh, come on. Just work for me once. I've cut metal with this before, and it's not even, like, it's not even thick metal. Oh, man. Alright. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to go at this with my hacksaw. That's gonna be noisy. Yep, I just broke these completely. Oh, maybe. Hang on. Let me check and see if the wire is in the way. Yeah, we don't want to do that. So let's pull the wire behind. And... oh, Big Smoke, help me. Oh, I made it about halfway. Alright, regroup. Make sure. There we go. There we go. Alright, bend it out of the way. Bend. And then I need to go get my 12 mil my 12 mil wrench to get that bolt right there. I don't even know if the GoPro can see it. I'm pretty sure it can. Wide angle lenses rule. Oh, that won't make the video. I need a 12. That's a 13. There's a 12. No, yes. I was wrong. Oh, look at that. Little beads of glass. Sweet. I apologize for my labored fat guy breathing. Are you fucking me? This one is not a 12. Alright, that's a 10. I'll be right back. Luckily, my 10 was pretty much to hand. Pretty much. Kinda. Not really. Maybe that's why it's rattling. Because we didn't put all the right bolts back. But once again, I apologize for my labored fat guy breathing. I know it is not conducive to good audio. but unfortunately, I have to breathe when I do these, and doing it through my mouth is a lot quieter than through my nose. So I'm sure he'd rather listen to that than, you know, that. Alright. Are you? Oh, you're a long boy. I see. Alright. I still don't remember not putting everyone back. But, hey. That's the one that went in. And it's a 10. So, that's kind of weird, but hey, whatever. You win a few, you lose a lot, and you improvise when you have to. So, we'll do that. Pull this guy up and over. There we go. Ugh. Yummy. And out comes the heat shield. Which I really, really, really hope is what was rattling. But either way. That might be what's rattling. Okay. Alright, so, cat is broke. Alright, okay. So it wasn't necessarily this, but I personally don't care. Okay, so it is the catalytic converter that is rattling. So what I need to do, which I'm not going to do now or today, but what I need to do eventually is, this will all come off in one piece. There's a hanger down there, and then there is a bolt by the muffler, and then there's 2 bolts up there. So I will take these off, and then I will take those off, and then I will have to, like, upend it and dump the contents of the cat out after I undo the O2 sensor, of course. Yeah, so I should probably just replace the cat. I'd like to build my own exhaust, but I don't have a welder. So, yeah, that is what I hear rattling. That's the sound that it makes. So, maybe, nah, I'd say cut a little access panel, and then, you know, oh, that would be, like, super roadkill, though. Now, no, it's bolted on there. It looks like there's a slight gap between the header and the actual exhaust pipe, but I think that's, yeah, it's solid. I think that's just the way that the light is. Actually, you know what, I can check once and for all. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, that's the heat shield removed. Kind of probably unnecessarily. When it turns out that my sound is the catalytic converter shattered into perhaps thousands of little pieces. Alright, so that's the project for another day. Yeah. Lash seems okay. It's not the greatest, but it's alright. What do you expect for a transmission with 300,000 miles on it? Yeah, so, I'm debating on whether I'm going to change the oil or not right now. And, I'd have to put the car down and roll it back a little for some room. I don't really feel like doing that right now. So, yeah, I think I'm going to, cut my losses and attack this at another time. I just think it's funny. Maybe I can get away with cutting the exhaust here and then just getting a flange or like a band that I can put over it. At least for a short-term fix, you know. I am gonna redo this exhaust. It's been on the car forever. So what I want to do is it's too thick. Or too big. I want to do a 2 1/4 inch instead of a 2 1/2. And yeah, I just want to do some exhaust work. I really want to do a side exit, but see, in PA it's legal to do that, but I don't have a welder, like I've said at least a couple times. So anything I do, I'd have to do without a welder, or wait until I do get a welder. So what I really want to do is have like a NASCAR style, when it comes off the header up there, and then it comes over here, and then just kind of darts over to the rear wheel, like diagonally across the bottom of the car, or maybe come out over on this side. I don't really know 100% how I would route it, but just a flat exit over there, and you know, maybe just a dump pipe. I don't really know. I know I can't dump it under the car, so it's got to be, you know, out the side. But that's what I'd like to do eventually. I just think it's funny that the rattle that I hear is my catalytic converter. So at least it's been diagnosed, yeah. You win a few, you lose a lot. But hey, the struts look good. They've been performing very well. Oh, man. Get out from under here, and yeah. I might go for a ride. I still have a while to kill. Let's see, it's 4:21. Doug gets out at 7, so yeah, I have a few hours to kill. 3. I can't math. So yeah, I'm going to shut the cameras off. I'll probably go for a ride just to see if that is 100% what the noise is, but you heard when I shook the pipe itself, it was making a little bit of a rattle, so that, you know, when you have the car running, is definitely gonna amplify it. It might be a little less loud now that the heat shield is not under there, and it's not, like, you know, reverberating off it. But that's just me, you know, hoping that it makes less of a sound. But no, a nice little heat shield. I can you know, probably make something with this. But until next time, if you like this video, rate, subscribe, like, comment, send me death threats. Check out the links in the description. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.